I'm here. Okay, what am I doing? I'm on, right? It's me. I think I'm on. I'm on, right? Come on. Be on. I have a new sword. Gargoyle, right? That's what it is, right? Gargoyle's Black Blade. That's the kind of trouble I can get into. I think I go down here. Not sure. I get easily lost. Hello, Proctophile. I am taking a break from editing. Holy crap. It's not healthy to just sit all day and edit. But I've got a deadline. Well, I had a very troublesome scene for The Gods Are Rapists. And then I did something that might be bad. I think I made a 23-minute scene. Which might be bad because up till now, I've been editing scenes to be fast and to the point. And this one's just like, alright, we're gonna have an intermission. think I've already been here. Well, I mean, when I wrote the script, I didn't pay attention to anything like pacing or whatever. I just wanted to tell the story, didn't really care about all of the rules. Writing rules, movie rules. I just let it flow. That's okay for a first draft. And then what's supposed to happen is like, hey, can you make this into a movie? Well, according to, normal movies or sensible movies, general rules, general ideas. Well, anyway, while I was editing and improving the pace, was I here? I don't know if I was here. I might have been here. I don't think I have been here. I'll die if I go down there, right? Wait. Let me try. Oh, I can't go down here. Okay. I forgot when I made this movie, I made it like a half and half kind of a thing where dialogue heavy, no dialogue. So when I started re-editing this older movie, I forgot about the either or thing about the movie. I think fans will like it. I don't know if newcomers will like it. Was I here? I'm just lazily traveling. Oh, this is what I wanted to find. I believe this is what I wanted to find. Let me make sure. This is probably not what I wanted to find. Well, it's something. I don't think I've been in here. I'm just lazily traveling. Okay, and I don't think I've been here before, right? No, I have not been here before. Well, at least with this character. Alright, this place has, well, you probably already know, these big lumbering guys who have a vagina on their backs, right on the top of their butt. It's like you either have anal or vaginal sex. Well, anyway, they're very difficult to kill unless you stab them right in the vagina, which is above the buttocks on these things. But also, in this game, crystal darts, if you throw enough at anything made of stone, like that thing, they go temporarily cuckoo. Temporarily cuckoo, and they attack each other. But I know from past that that glowing treasure there is not worth getting. So I'm not going to go get it. Also, I have a new sword. I had to take a break earlier, and I could only be on for like 10-15 minutes. So I didn't stream. I fought the hardest gargoyle, which is over here. And I beat him in 3 tries. I used 3 different weapons. Like, alright, that one didn't work. Pronto, I did not know that. So as much as I hate certain things about the Souls games, there are some cool things. I remember, like, I like when games have that, like Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Ooh, treasure. If you went into the ocean and knelt with a sniper rifle and stared down the scope, there would be these fish, even sharks. But they were like a Viewmaster. When you were a kid, did you have a Viewmaster? So, so they were not animated. They were just there. And then if you stopped looking through the sniper rifle, you could still see them. So if you then went on a boat and looked into the water, like there would be a shark fin. So I thought that was cool. I saw some revelations. I don't know if they're true about the upcoming Grand Theft Auto. And part of me just said, why? In Grand Theft Auto 6, if these rumors are true, you have to go to a gym. There's also fishing. Can you just stick to one game? Be one game. Like Fallout 4. I thought that I had to build things. You know, so there's this gas station where I put up fences and stuff. Like, I spent time doing this. It was never attacked. Ever. And then someone said, oh yeah, they were copying this other game. I don't know what the other game was. Like, stick to the game you are. Don't do other things. I don't play Grand Theft Auto because I want to eat healthy food, go to a gym, go fishing, and go clothes shopping. Not interested. Although in Grand Theft Auto, I forgot how I did it, but I had a cop uniform. I think I had to break into the police station. I forgot how I got it. But then I stole a cop car, and then when the wanted stars disappeared, I just waited on the sidewalk for people to run a red light, then I'd pull them over and kill them. You know, like cops do in real life. That's what I did. But even as stupid as some of the things in Grand Theft Auto became, oh, there's not going to be a physical copy? Like, that's going to be a huge download. Yeah, I remember Grand Theft Auto Vice City was one of the games where I didn't have to play a single mission. It was just fun driving around doing stupid things. And then when I found out the cheat codes, and I think these cheat codes were official. Like, you can make all the vehicles in the world clown cars. You know, stuff like that. So that was a lot of fun. Big time sink. Alright, I'm going to equip the crystal darts so I could show you. Although I might be able to kill them with my hefty sword. I'll equip some crystal darts. I have some, right? I have some. Alright. I'm going to attract the attention of... Oh, really? Well, I did notice when I bought a game... Wait. Stop that. Whatever the game is. Alright, where am I? Like, if I pop in Fallout 6 now, or Fallout 4, I'm sorry, I probably have to wait 10 million years for, like, new stuff to download. That's fine. I don't care about that. Alright, I'm going to steal the treasures here, and... Wait. I think I might have goofed. Alright, follow me, dude. Fucking asshole. Come on, you know you want it. Oh, wait, what's down here? Alright, let me just try to defeat him the old way. Trying to hit him in the vagina. Follow me here, dude. I dare you. I double dare you. He's not coming. I should just kill him because it pisses me off. It's the... He's got an Achilles vagina. Oh, that did a lot of damage. Also, that did a lot of damage. Would you just let me poke my sword in your vagina, please? He did not let me do that. I'm okay. I'm still here. Don't let that throw you. Plenty more fun to be had. You know, I posted on my previous Kickstarter, or I think it's my current Kickstarter because I haven't fulfilled the prizes yet because I'm editing the movie. So, you know, when I use the Odyssey as an example, like, you can read brutal things in the book, but you can't show them on film. You know, in some high schools, they assign the Odyssey to the students. So they could read about these things, but they can't see them. They can see it in here. Yeah, so I thought... like, the pretentious people, do they cherry pick what they read almost like it's a Bible? Like, no, we're going to ignore all the other stuff. We're just going to pinpoint the things that I want to talk about. But I thought, hey, you know, I did think about making a 100% AI movie, and I think that's been done already. People have done movie, and I don't mean low-level people, I mean bigger people. And I thought, hey, I can make the Odyssey. You know, I have the movie Satyricon. I haven't seen it yet, but I have it. I just found it. I'm like, what the fuck? How did I get this? It probably was a drunk purchase. You know, whenever I arrange my movies, I see like, why do I have 10,000 copies of this? Oh, because every time I'm drunk, I forgot that I already have it. Anyway, I hope that tangent was not such that I can't come back. Reel me in. What was I talking about? AI. So I thought I can make an AI movie, The Odyssey, but make it showing all the things that Hollywood never, even a low budget person would never show some of the brutal things that happen in The Odyssey. Then I realized that most AI is censored. Like, I have to make a cover for an upcoming movie called Dirtbags. It's an older movie. It has Peter Steele from Typo Negative in it. And there's this goddess in her underwear. And I thought, all right, let me use AI just to get ideas for the cover. So that won't be the cover, it'll just give me ideas. And every time I, put in the prompt, I don't know if you ever played with AI, but it seems to be working, and all of a sudden, like, sorry, you need to read terms of services, these images cannot be used. Sometimes it does go through, but every time you make a prompt, or I write a prompt and I set it to go, like, I don't have free AI, like, I pay for it. It's a waste of money. Well, it might be a waste of money me making an Odyssey anyway, but but I hold hope for Elon Musk's AI, Grok. I just have to find out with certainty, can it do uncensored AI? I don't mean porn, although that would be funny. But when I thought about making AI, the AI version, the Odyssey with AI, I haven't spoken in a while, I'm just editing. I thought, I'll do it over the course of a year or two. First of all, I don't know if I'm going to live that long. And secondly, why make that if people are not going to resonate with it? Like, the Nolan Odyssey is making money because it's for the 100 IQ or less crowd, which is abundant. And then I worry that the smart people, or the people who actually read the Odyssey, will just think, I'll just keep it as I read it. I don't know. Let me shut up. I haven't talked in a while, except in here, the voices. So let me talk about other things. Do you have any questions? I'm here to answer questions. To happily answer your questions. Also, I have to finish my Frankenstein movie. Also, I have to start my... I started. Pre-production has started. That's important. Yeah, I'll never watch it. I'll never watch Nolan's Odyssey. Man, I was excited for it. And then the rumors started. But then I realized, like, I lucid dream. And when Nolan made a movie called Inception, which had lucid dreaming in it, at first I was delighted, but then I thought, like, wow, this became stupid very fast. Like, people are sharing dreams. But I thought, alright, let's just see where it goes. And so I think he only got the very basic part of lucid dreaming in his head, and then thought, like, you know what, I'm just going to bastardize it all. So, in Inception, there's time dilation. I'm like, this is not living near a black hole where time passes differently for you than it does for people on Earth. Experiments have shown that time passes in lucid dreams the same way it does in real life. Like one such experiment, the lucid dreamer gave eye movements as signals. Look it up yourself. The point is, Nolan took a subject that not only was I interested in, but I live, like lucid dreaming, and he ruined it, completely ruined it. And I didn't complain too much because I thought, like, I'm kind of entertained by the movie. But then, if you've seen Inception, there's this big fight scene inside a lucid dream where it's like, dude, yeah, we all saw 2001: A Space Odyssey, where, like, the container is, like, in real life where they're filming, it moves around. So the whole time I watched the fight scene, I was thinking, like, why did you put that in the movie? Why? Like, not only is it not an action movie, and you're making it an action movie, but secondly, why would you be the second person to do something? Like, wow, people are going to be astounded by this, but didn't Kubrick do that? Yeah, but that was a long time ago. However, I did order the Tenet from him. Don't tell me anything about it, because I haven't seen it yet. And the reason I ordered it is a huge amount of people who call themselves critics wrote, I don't understand it, so now I have to watch it. Oh, and those critics loved his Odyssey movie, so maybe that's the one for me. Have you seen it? Just let me know if you thought it was good or not. Don't tell me anything about it. I'm going into it blindly. The only thing I know about it is many critics say, I don't understand it. Ha! Oh, you haven't seen it? Have you heard about it? I haven't even heard about it. I heard about it because of people who gave good reviews to the Nolan's Odyssey. Which means whatever that critic likes... I'm sorry if you liked that. I haven't even seen the Odyssey, but I don't want a bastardization. Like, if it's clever, yes, but it's not clever. Like Del Toro, when he announced he was making Frankenstein, I was partially excited and then partially nervous. And then when I saw it, I wanted to punch him. Like, dude, you could have been true to the book. And instead you made a superhero movie. And it's getting awards and praise. So I feel alone. Like, how could something... It's almost like... Here's an ice cream cone with my feces in it. You could say it's chocolate. It's brown. Usually brown is chocolate or coffee. I guarantee it's a delicious ice cream cone. It might be a little warmer than usual for ice cream. Can I backstab him? No. Well, I did pummel him. Proctor, we are brothers. Yeah, I was mad because I love the Frankenstein book. Actually, I love Mary Shelley too. Not enough to have sex with her. I mean, I'd have to go to her grave, and her vagina's probably no longer intact. Oh, I meant to say, I tell everybody if I can. Usually it escapes me, but when I remember to tell people, do not be afraid to insult me. In the early days, I often had to tell people, like, you know, you can insult my movies or my magazine, anything. Like, the only time I would recommend fighting is if you act tough. I remember I posted an interview with the band Ensiferum on YouTube. Give me just a second. Is he following? He's following me. I don't think he can get up here. Good, you can try. Well, anyway, it was a drunken interview, and I don't think that the band NC. I don't like their music. I just interviewed them for whatever reason. But it was very obvious, I thought, that we're all having a lot of fun. Because I was holding the camera and a boom pole with a boom microphone, and I started fucking around with people. Like the girl who was drunk, she either kept repeating questions or I don't know. I wasn't into it. Whatever she was doing, I thought, alright, maybe it'll be funnier if I keep smashing the band members in the face with the boom mic. So yes, her questions were not entertaining or amusing. It was amusing that, you know, she forgot that, you know, what are your influences? Oh, blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay. And what are your influences? She didn't ask that question, but it seemed that way to me, so I was fucking around. And when it was posted, some people were offended. They thought that I disrespected the band and stuff like that. Like whenever I interview George Corpse Grinder from Cannibal Corpse, in the early days he never insulted me back, but then we just keep insulting each other. It's like Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd. And I don't know how people don't know that we're friends. Because I'm pretty sure that if we were enemies, and he were enraged, I'd have teeth missing. He's a big guy. Alright, I'm sorry I'm taking forever to get to the point. But one guy wrote, someone should punch Bill in the jaw. And then I looked him up and I saw that he was 2 towns away. So I emailed him. I don't know if you could so easily find such information on YouTube now, but back then, yes. And I said I accept your invitation. I didn't know what he looked like or anything, because my policy in the early days is no matter who you were, if you challenged me to a fight, I'd appear. And even if you said, like, you know, you're going to get embarrassed, you're going to be swarmed by 20 people, I'd show up. I would never do that these days. And I don't know how I'm still alive. That was stupid. I did it for 2 reasons. One was to show that I'm not hiding. Like, if I make a joke, I'll go out in public and I'll pay for it. You know, so I'm not like an internet warrior who you'll never meet in real life. Like, you know, the jokes I make that are on the internet, I go out with no backup, zero. So that's another stupid thing. I whenever I went to be confronted by people in real life, I never brought backup, except for one time. So it's not me bragging about fighting skill, it's me just saying, like, that's the extent I went to show that I don't hide, you know, when I make a joke. Like, I know my intentions when I make a joke, Like if you take it the wrong way, like up the ass, that's your problem. That's not my problem. But still, I'm grateful that whenever these things happened, it didn't end in me going to the hospital. Very happy about that. But that was foolish. And then when I read the Odyssey, when Achilles, the ghost, the spirit of Achilles, tells Odysseus, "Never seek glory." They echoed. And then I realized, wait, I wasn't seeking glory. I was just trying to show that I'm not like some punk making a joke and then hiding. It's almost like, have you ever been in a bar and there are two guys fighting and one guy clearly does not want to fight? Then when the bouncers break it up, the guy who doesn't want to fight acts as if like, "You're lucky. You know what I would have done?" Oh, and the other reason why I did that is I was jumped at a show. It had nothing to do with the magazine. I started seeing a girl whose boyfriend didn't seem to know that the girl wasn't dating him anymore. And so she treated me to medieval times. Years later, I worked there, but yeah, she took me on a date to medieval times. And then when I drove her back to her house and we hung out, like outside her house, her boyfriend slashed my tires. If he were a man, he would have waited for me to come out and then hit me in the face with a shovel. But no, he slashed my tires. So I thought, okay, I had a radio show, and he was in a band, a local band, and so I had her read his love letters. I invited an audience into the studio too, and I didn't tell them to laugh. I just said, like, just react naturally, and they laughed. So yeah, a week later, he and 10,000 other people saw me at a show. To make a long penis short, he passed by me smugly, and I thought, all right, you want to fight? We'll fight. At least I went up to him just to see, seriously. And I was surrounded. And I thought these were people who wanted to make sure this is one-on-one. Okay. And then I was hit 10 million times. I thought he was a ninja. Because, like, 1 second he's just looking at me, and next second, like, and I went down on him. No, I went down, and first thing I saw was a boot come right to my head. Boot to the head. So yeah, I was soundly thrashed by all those people. Remember the girl yelling to the people who I thought were my friends? They were just acquaintances, but these were all like karate black belts, and when I told them, like, there might be some trouble at this show. You don't have to get involved, but just letting you know. And so I found out later that they all pissed themselves and froze. What's the matter? Didn't you ever see a guy get beaten up by 12 people before? Well, anyway, I'm grateful that happened at a show, because it was broken up before, I got killed or disfigured. But the reason why I bring that up is, first of all, it's to make you laugh, because I'm stupid. It's still worth the beating to have her read his love poems on my radio show. But yeah, like if that happened in the street, I might not be here right now, or I might have some permanent injuries from that evening. But it's because of that I did not fear fighting, like, however many people. Because first of all, it doesn't hurt while it's happening. And there's no shame in losing to a gang, right? But that's not me anymore. I don't have to prove myself. Again, I'm not proving fighting skill or bravery. I'm proving that what I said was a joke. And if I have to explain it to you face to face, let it be so. It's just weird that these days there's so many crybabies. I'd rather you invite me to a fight than, just, oh, we gotta get him taken off YouTube, we gotta get him taken off Vimeo, and whatever else. I was on, I mean, seriously, what happened to, like, when you're a kid, you're told sticks and stones may break your bones, but names can never hurt you? And then when you go to college, you're supposed to learn how to think, how to fend off non-physical attacks. Like words. Oh my god, he said this? Oh. But anyway, I might have mentioned that I made a movie, Scienceless Fiction, and the very negative reactions people had to it. I guess in some ways, I can understand... Sorry, I'm burping. I can understand people who have never seen my movies before become enraged or offended watching that movie. I was surprised when fans, or maybe not fans, I was surprised when people who were familiar with my movies couldn't handle the humor in that. But earlier today, I just wanted to see what's going on with that movie in the wild. And I went on this site that it's just reviews by... I won't say the name of the site. I thought it was a joke site when I first went on it a few years ago, because it's like hundreds of people insulting my movies. I thought the site was like, you only write a review if you trash the movie, and then someone told me, no, that's just you. No, people write good reviews on there. I'm getting a gift here, right? Okay. Well, I just wanted to see what the reviews on there, because on Amazon, I think it's 4 out of 5 stars for that movie. So even though it has brutal racial humor, and the rule when you watch it is when someone is pointing this way and making a joke, these fingers are pointing back here. I thought that was clever the first time. Like, I didn't make that up. I remember someone telling me, like, when you insult someone, there are 3 fingers pointing back. But you don't use these fingers to point. It's not like, hey, you 3 people. Anyway, man, the people on this site were riled. Like, calling for my death, riled. Clamoring to get the film blacklisted, which is weird because I'm black in the movie, so of course it's going to be blacklisted. Well, anyway, my distributor lets me do what I want. because the president of the distribution company loves Blazing Saddles and understands racial humor. But when I re-edit that movie, I have to I have to start the movie with me introducing it. Same thing with Clown and Nostra. Like, that has not been available for streaming. And I thought, when it does, I have to explain it, which I don't want to do. Because I think that there's a certain enjoyment to watching something and fucking hating the director. Like, it's enjoyable. And to some degree, I don't think that it's going to appease the brainwashed anyway. They're going to say, like, ha ha ha, Bill, you're not fooling anybody. Like, what do you mean fooling? I didn't... I don't like when stuff is misunderstood, but I don't want to tell people how to watch. Especially if I'm making a movie with symbolism. I don't want to tell you how to interpret the symbols. Like giving you cliff notes. By the way, a listener to my radio show, when I was I'm occasionally Professor Dum Dum. He's an art teacher in high school, and he assigned listening to my radio show as homework. Yeah, Procto. Well, I guess... I don't know if this is true, but do you remember during COVID, there were people who had no social power, but suddenly they could yell at you for not wearing a mask? Like, they can berate you with authority, when in real life, or prior to COVID, they had no status. So these are low status people. And I think there are low status people who want to signal to other people, like, hey, look at me, I'm making fun of Beelzebub, or I'm calling Beelzebub racist, or whatever. As long as you call me handsome, like, if you're going to call me racist, just say I'm a handsome racist that you would love to have sex with. Consensual sex, I mean. Let's not send the wrong message. But yeah, man, I'm glad that even from an early age, I was not into group membership. Like, I remember after 9/11, there's all this ridiculous solidarity. My only regret during those times is I didn't make American flags. I would have made a lot of money. A friend who's no longer a cop, he was a bad cop. He was a doorman at this club, like college-age people club. And after 9/11, he put this big jar, which is just an empty protein powder jug. It said 9/11 donations, and he kept all the money. Fools. But I always thought, all these people who are coming together, like, we're Americans, blah, blah, blah. Like, the night before, you would have despised half the people you claim to be a kinsman with now. Kind of weird how group membership changes. I remember I almost got into trouble because I was a counselor. And while other counselors try to console the clients, as they're called, after 9/11, I try to make the clients understand, if what we heard about 9/11 is true, you have to admire. Like, if all that... I'm not saying that I deny anything. I don't care. I don't fucking care. But you really have to think about it. Like, somebody as, like, it's like Davy and Goliath. Like, America, this big superpower, got outsmarted, embarrassingly. So No matter what the truth is, you know, that's a cool example. No, that's finding a silver lining in the story. Yeah, some people died and fell off a building or whatever, but you have to admire. That was thinking outside of the box. Holy crap. That's why I'm the best counselor ever. I also wonder if people from high school remember me because of all the trouble I constantly got into. I don't mean antisocial trouble. I mean ridiculous, like Bill's an idiot trouble. Was that too soon? I didn't take people seriously back then, but I had a prototype t-shirt made where I painted 2 skyscrapers and I had airplanes sticking out of them with planes, and the shirts were the World Trade Center got hit by airplanes and all I got was this lousy t-shirt, and I wanted to go into New York City to sell those. And I didn't believe people when they said, Bill, don't do that. You're going to get your ass kicked. The only reason I didn't do that is I didn't have the money to do it.
Oh, you know, if I were feeling rough as a dream would kindly fall in. The problem is I was sad.
So I guess that qualifies as too soon. But again, I should have invested in hand-sized flags. I would have made a lot of money. A little close though. Oh, I have to write this joke. It just reminded me. I have a French movie called Ridicule, and the reason I got it, I haven't seen it yet because I have to watch it when I'm not tired. But I remember in the trailer something about puns are the lowest forms of humor. So yeah, I guess I'm low class then. But in my movie Sleepaway Concentration Camp. I can't tell you what I just wrote. It's genius. Or I'm just wayward right now. By the way, I didn't know that dad jokes. I think that's a stupid word because Bill Burr is a dad. His jokes are fucking amazing. What you mean is corny. Or whatever. But I remember I made a joke and someone said, I don't like dad jokes. And I said, well, I didn't make fun of anyone's father. What are you talking about? And the person just huffed. It's like, you know, fucking humorless prick. Fuck you. Get out of my bathtub. Did I go the wrong way? I went the wrong way. If you want me to, I'll find a dungeon somewhere. I'm just fucking around. I tell mom jokes. I don't tell dad jokes. Speaking of dad jokes, imagine if a dad tells the daughter, pull my finger. When I was a kid and I heard that, like, that dad telling kid, pull your finger, I had no idea. My father never asked me to pull his finger. Like, the joke is you pull the finger and the guy farts, but I thought, like, what if a dad tells a daughter, pull my finger, and she pulls it into her vagina? Like, oh, I thought that's what you meant. I have to write that down. That might be in the Dick Nokia movie. I was envious of a friend whose father was very clownish. Like, he'd always invent dances. He had two sons. Well, one was kind of a derelict, and when his father experienced a death in the family, there was a family picture in the living room, and my friend took a picture of a skull and put it over the face of the guy who died. So this usually whimsical father kind of beat up his son, which I found funny. Yeah, sometimes you have to pay a price for a joke. But I like puns. I remember when I hung out with Peter Steele, I think it was during an interview where he said Martin Luther King Kong Jr. Can you imagine me making it in AI? I have to write that down. Even though I didn't come up with the idea. Let me write that down. Like, can you imagine me making a parody of King Kong and it's Martin Luther King Kong? At the end of the movie, him climbing the Empire State Building. All right, stop talking about that. That's not funny. Very immature. I think there was one in New York City. Whatever. I pretty much hate everything about New York City. I enjoyed going to some shows because over time I became acquainted with the staff, and like specifically the Gramercy in New York City, where, you know, when I first went there, like, they patted me down, like, you can't bring this here, you can't bring this in here, to the point where I could bring things in there. There was a certain point too where I didn't even need a backstage pass. Like, they're like, all right, yeah, go ahead. And then there was a venue called BB King's, which was on 42nd Street near Port Authority. I think it shut down. I don't know if it was because of COVID or whatever, but I became acquainted with the staff there. I accidentally became a friend of one of the bartenders. Because I thought I tipped $5, but it was $20. Or, I'm sorry, $50. Like, Drunken Lake 5? Because I remember the next time I went to get a drink, he said, oh, you don't have to pay for any drinks tonight. Not in those words, but... So you two should hang out with me and just wait for me to get drunk enough, and you can do anything. Take my money, take my virginity, take my temperature. What's in this? I did notice something about this beer, which I find to be delicious. It's Paulaner Hefeweizen. It's a bit more flavorful than a beer that I could drink all night. Like when I'm drinking quantity, I'll drink something that I consider light, like Heineken or Stella. But this has the same lightness, but much more flavor. However, if oh, so you're familiar with this? Like if I don't clean the bottles, I didn't clean the bottles, and then I was thinking, oh, what the hell is that smell? Am I farting and not knowing it? Like, have I become that old that I don't even know I'm farting? Like, my fart sensation in my asshole, like, I'm sorry, the nerves have just died. How come you keep denying you're farting? I didn't feel it coming out of me. I heard it. I just didn't feel it. But yeah, this. So I'm worried that after I drink, I have fart breath. Like, Bill, whose ass were you licking? Are you speaking figuratively or literally? That will affect the answer. Oh, Procto, did you see my latest cast interview? The cast of The Gods Are Rapists. Wait, I don't have to go through here, right? Let me just break on through to the other side. When I was a kid and I heard the Doors on the radio, I thought it was an old man. I thought it was very boring. Also, I thought Rod Stewart was an old man. Like, you know, why can't they get a real singer for the band? Like, this old man, like, he sounds thirsty. Like, I wonder how Rod Stewart got a record deal. Like, did the executives who heard the demo think, like, oh, well, you know, we should be more sensitive to seniors. Like, this old man, like, maybe it's his bucket list, like... Wake up, Maggie! I also must wake up! I'm doing a bad Rod Stewart impression because I didn't really have it in my head when I'm doing... No, I'm not Rod Stewart anymore. I am Bill Zebub. This is how I talk when I'm Bill Zebub. This is also how I talk when I'm Bill Zebub. I talk in many ways, many tongues. Okay, I was down here. I single-handedly defeated the dragon down there. You know, that is a deceptive thing to say. I single-handedly did something. Because if you have a sword in one hand, you could still have 10 people with you fighting the opponent. I mean, you could say, like, I single-handedly fought him. Then I switched to a two-handed weapon. Let's be clear. There's a lot of these loopholes. We have to find... Did I go this way? That's not alive, right? Dude, you're not alive. Are you alive? No. I don't think it's possible to go... Ooh, give me that. Give me that. Yeah, I didn't showcase this weapon, really. Procto, have you ever used this weapon? It is the Gargoyle's Black Blade. The Ash of War is similar to the Blasphemous Blade, which I keep hearing is overpowered. That's a gaming term. This coffee is overpowered. No, that doesn't work. Man, I don't want to go here. Or should I go here? What I really should do is get another beer. You know, to help me concentrate. Or to help me relax. Man, I struggled on this scene until yesterday. I finished it yesterday. I was just trimming the fat out of every scene I re-edited, and then I came to this one and I'm like, you know what, in the movie it's I think 11 minutes, let's make it 22 minutes. I don't go this way, right? Man, it's been relatively peaceful, me just traveling around on a horsey. I think I'm looking for... I forgot what I'm looking for. I forgot what I'm looking for. No, I still haven't found what I'm looking for. You know why I still haven't found it? Because I don't know what I'm looking for. Ooh. That was a burp. Much more pleasant sound than the usual cliche burping sound. Turn something involuntary into something beautiful. Ah, red flowers. Algebra, this is no place for you. Okay, what do I do here? Oh, well, I could fight one boss here. Hello, Jack Cullen. How is you? I'm gonna fight this thing over here. Uh-oh. He disappeared. Like a stereotype. Ooh, yeah. Knock him out. Is he dead? This is a good sword. Oh, I've got Tibia's cookbook. I don't know if you're fantasy readers. To you, as in everyone who's watching, whether live or in the future. But I remember I read Terry Brooks. Well, first I read The Hobbit, then I read Lord of the Rings, then I read Terry Brooks' Sword of Shannara, which totally copies Lord of the Rings. Like, I was surprised the Tolkien estate didn't sue him. But as a kid, like a 15-year-old kid, I thought, like, oh, that's what fantasy is. Pretty much the same thing over and over again, just with different characters. Like Elden Ring. Hey, Vlad. But then I read Stephen R. Donaldson, The Chronicles of Thomas Covenant the Unbeliever. And I hated it. I also hated it because I didn't know at the time, dude, the word you're using, do you just mean elf? I have no idea what the fuck that... What is that? And what the fuck is that word? Do you mean dwarf? And that was the first book I had to read with a dictionary. So that's the first time I read the word incarnadine. So it increased my word power. White word power. But, or word white power. Trying to make a joke. But I grudgingly finished The Chronicles of Thomas Covenant the Unbeliever, thinking, you know, I spent 6 months reading 6 books. Like, it was Trilogy 1, Trilogy 2, and I don't remember anything other than, oh, this dude has leprosy. Because even as I was reading it, like 10 minutes in, I was thinking, where am I? And like, fuck, I have to reread it. Like, I have no idea. Like, I have no memory of what I just read. You know that joke? Chinese food, half an hour after you eat it, you're hungry for more. I thought it'd be funny to say, like, I had German Chinese food. Half an hour after I ate it, I was hungry for power. But anyway, Stephen R. Donaldson wrote 2 books, Man of Her Dreams and A Man Rides Through, and I was addicted. And I was also fascinated because the writing style is completely different from what I hated, like Thomas Covenant. Even now, I'm trying to reread it. Thinking, like, I'll just read a couple pages a day. Surely I have time. A couple pages a day, just... But that story, Mirror of Her Dreams, A Man Rides Through, if I ever had a big budget and I was told, hey, you know, fantasy might be a good thing, like, we'll give you $11 million, which fantasy book would you like to adapt? You don't mean mine? No, Bill, you're a terrible writer. You're a great director. No one would ever say that. But that's one of the things that I would make. However, well, first of all, I'm never going to get that kind of budget. Realist. Secondly, if I were awarded a large sum of money, I could never depict what I want to depict from the book. Because as Procto heard me say, like, Procto was here from the beginning of the stream, you could read all sorts of terrible things in books, but you cannot depict them in a movie. I don't understand why. I'm not sure if I'd go through here. I'm just looking for an adventure. Vlad, I'm trying to find a dragon. Like, it's a good thing you're here because Vlad loves to see me fight dragons and be destroyed by them. I do know a spot where there are dragons. Actually, there's a dragon duo I might fight. Should I do that? Should I? Because I don't think there's anything for me here. Is there something for me here? I'm just having the hardest time remembering a place. You got cut off from me. Are you unable to beat the fire giant? Do you know how I beat the fire giant? I summon people and they beat it for me. So my advice is summon 2 people and then pretend like you're fighting, because the giant rolls around a lot. It's just like, oh no, he rolled around before I got to him, and stay away from him. Let your helpers fight him. I should write a book, right? How to play Elden Ring. By the way, Procto, I did do the dungeon here. I think it's the Lamenter's Jail or something. I'm just gonna go around here to see if there's any treasure. Is there any treasure? Elden pamphlet. Should I offer a free PDF download from my website? Are you having trouble with the fire giant? Here's how you do it. Bring plenty of water or gasoline. Putting out the fire giant with gasoline. Oh, look. Oh. Fucking, I just found... I was never here before. Look, there's a dickhead over there. He's just aching to be killed. Man, I need another one of these. Man, I'm gonna remember how to get there. Alright, let me change that. Think positively. Think HIV positively. Jack, I have beaten her the same exact way. I summoned 2 people who are good at the game, and I just pretended to be involved. In fact, whenever I accidentally became involved, I got killed. Any other advice I can give you? I'll be happy to advise you. Procto, you learned something from my advice, right? I'm gonna fight a rhinoceros. Incidentally, I have games. I'm not sure how entertaining they'd be for you to watch. I want to play Civilization. Jack, I do that in real life too. Like, man, I can only survive if other people do things. I have Dead Island 2, which I stopped playing. Because when you play something like this, where you could just pretty much go anywhere, that's a linear game, meaning you not only... Well, this is what bothered me. I have to go through the game the way the game wants me to go through the game. Like, I want to explore that. Nope, you have to go this way. And, it's anal. It's like, I stopped playing for 2 reasons. There's this one place where I was going to throw the game in the garbage. I would have taken it out of the garbage. Like, man, I don't know why I was so angry. But, I was in the kitchen of a house, and I forgot why I had to look for a key. And I looked everywhere, and then the reason why I couldn't find the key is I had to do something else anally, and then the key would spawn in the garbage or something. It's like, alright, I'm ready to quit. I didn't quit. And then I fought a boss. And 20 minutes into the fight, I was thinking... I'm sorry, I can't fight a boss for 20... Like, I'm impressed, like, I survived for 20 minutes, but, like, I don't want to fight something for 20 minutes. But I thought, like, maybe let me revisit it. Just like, whenever I rant about Dark Souls games having all these stupid problems, like, the don't make this terrain if your monsters can't handle it. Or don't put a wall there if everything can hit me through the wall. But yeah, Jack, on one of its ankles, on its left ankle, it has a bracelet. So the first thing to do is bonk that. When it breaks, he takes a little bit more damage. That's as far as I got. And I was like, why am I doing this? Like, I summoned 2 people to do my dirty work. But I also thought the same thing about Diablo. Yeah, Jack Collin, join the club. Are you fighting him by yourself or with? Well, you know, you could summon Alexander, the Living Jar, if you did his quest. And then you could summon an Ash War, but I think you're trying to play the game, you know, as a skillful person. That's not why I play. Alright, did I go this way? I think I went this way. Alright, first thing to do is recover my lost money. I am totally not going the right way. Right? I'm not going the right... Oh, I am. Fuck. Right now, I am on PlayStation 5. I don't have loyalty to PlayStation 5, but I do have loyalty to Sony cameras. Holy crap. There's a new one that came out that's making me drool. The FX5. FX... Is that it? Yeah. But I'm happy for the PlayStation 5 because I didn't realize it's a 4K 4K disc player. I can speak. I got no problem. How about if I need help fighting somebody in real life? I think I go this way. Alright, this could have all been shortened if I just touched the fire. Jack, before you go, are you going to summon people for it? Oh, and I also have another piece of advice, which really has helped me. Like, there are bosses I fight over and over again, and the only time I defeat them is when I relax. It's just that when I first played Dark Souls, yeah, Dark Souls 1, which is just Dark Souls, there was this feeling like, you know, kill the boss fast, because the longer you take to kill the boss, the bigger the chance of you making a mistake. But it seems, at least in this game, you do have some reprieve, like, so don't like hurry. But you won't find me really doing that. I only do that if like I'm playing late and I can't summon anybody to do my dirty work. But I just hate some of the bosses in here. I'm like, you know, I'm gonna vote you out. Jack, good luck, and when you win, come back and let us know. Let us know in the comments. I don't know why YouTubers still say that. Like, this is one guy goes, you know, this is really interesting to me. My team has showed me that, blah, blah. You know, most people who watch don't subscribe. Really? You hired a team to give you that information? Like, you could just look into the analytics. So I remember when I first started dabbling in marketing. trying to learn marketing because I was thinking, how can I improve the sales of my movies and stuff like that? Not as like a fast buck, but how can I get the attention of people who would resonate with my humor? Because I'd be a millionaire, a trillionaire if the people who like my kind of humor knew about me. So that's why I looked into it, and there are all these people of like, when you do stuff on YouTube, you have to do this. Like, you would think that people know that they can subscribe to you, but you have to tell them. You have to tell them in your video, like. And then, like all these advice on, how to be successful on YouTube. Tell people like, oh, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Because that raises the engagement. There's something called engagement. By the way, you've never proposed to me, so we're not engaged yet. That's pun. That's the lowest form of humor. Alright, where am I going? Oh, I'm going... Man, this bird does not appreciate that if I stop, I'll kill it. Like, just... keep being a bird. Stay on your side. We'll both live. Oh! Speaking of both live... I forgot how to get to where I died. Where did I die? Alright, my spirit is... My money is that way somewhere. Oh, yes, I might have gone this way. Birds, get away from me. What is this, opposite day? Like, that's not what I said, bird. I said, bird, get away. Now come closer. I think around here, right? Oh, up there, right? Well, I wasn't so much ridiculing YouTube. I was ridiculing the people who... Well, let's put it this way. The Critical Drinker, if you ever heard of him, he never says, hey, hit that subscribe button. Or try to be cute about it, like, hey, smash that subscribe button. Let me know in the comments. He does the opposite. He's got millions of subscribers, millions of views, but he says the opposite. He goes, go away. Anyway, when I watch something on YouTube and whatever, if I think the presenter is cool, like this guy's cool, the minute he says, let me know in the comments. Sorry, unless there's a nude girl or a girl in a bikini, I'm unsubscribing, blocking, and whatever. I could have ended that with just like a simple sentence, but I couldn't find the words. Like, the worst is when I think that I have to give you a metaphor so you better understand what I'm saying. Or give you an example. Like, here's why you should not burn your eyes with a cigarette lighter. I'm going to fight that thing. And I have to fight it alone. I can't summon my ghost. So whatever that is, I have to kill. Again, if you just tuned in, I shouldn't say again because this is the first time you're hearing this. I have a new weapon. It is the Gargoyle's Black Blade. See how we do against the Rhino. I think he smells me. Everyone asks me what cologne I wear. I'm not going to tell you, then you'll be sexy too. Okay. Let me prepare myself. This is going to be a battle. Here I go. Fight a rhinoceros. That's what it is, right? That's humiliating. Fuck, guys. I won. Not gonna relax as I check out the area. There's probably treasure here. That was role playing. Is that it? Nothing. I want treasure. Give me treasure. Oh, look at that asshole over there being an asshole. Ooh. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Oh, he's mad. Don't. He's activated. I don't know where to go. Oh, fuck. Any treasure here? Oh, that guy's still after me, Lucky Charms. That's not a way to go. You know, when I was a kid, I had trouble with some physics concepts. Like, I thought it was a genius when I saw a similarity between parachutes that I've seen on television and umbrellas. And I thought I could jump from a height with an umbrella and I would land softly. I'm glad that was just a 10-foot drop. It was a weird kind of incident in that there was great concern for me, great love, and after I healed, I got a beating for it. Probably helped me remember the lesson better. Like, you know, an umbrella may look like a parachute, but it does not have the same power. Is power the word? I ran out of gas. I didn't know what kind of word to use. So this is just me lazily going through the area. I'm glad because I found a rhinoceros I never fought before. That does not make me feel welcome here, what they're doing. Doesn't he know I'm a champion? Dude, I'm a champion. Don't act like that. Alright, I guess in honor of Vlad, I'll find a dragon. I'll find a dragon. I'll try and find something else. Maybe you know what I'm talking about. There's a fort Is it this one? Fog Rift Fort. That probably... Is it? The reason why I want to find this is, like, there's a fort, and then outside the fort is the site of grace. Oh, Toodles Procto. And then there's like a little under... I don't know what to say. Is that it? That's not it. That's not it. I don't think that's it either. No, because that's where I fought some crazy lady. That's not it either. That's not it. Right? That's not it. It's not this way, right? Bonnie Village. Well, I could screw around in the castle for a little bit. Should I? Can't remember. Well, if I get killed here, Vlad is going to love it. See how I do. Ah, he fell. Gotta be careful when you're sitting on a ledge. Seriously, where is it? That's not it, right? No, that's not it. Oh, okay. This is where I fought that bull guy or whatever. Gaius. Jack, you're back. Did you defeat the fire giant? Did you kill him? I'm guessing you killed him. Vlad, I'm trying to fight... not fight. I'm trying to find this dragon. He's next to a fort. That's not it, is it? Ruined bridge, lava intake. I'm trying to find this fort. Is that it? No, that's a shack. Jack, could you share how? No summons, really? Is it because of my advice? Also, inspirational speech. People who are very good at this game also use the word RND, and I thought that was just short for random. Like when people say like, "Oh, do you use that strat?" Like, how much time are you saving by saying strat instead of strategy? And first of all, that's a tactic, not a strategy. Learn English. But I came to understand that if you fight a boss like 5 million times, a couple of the times he's going to fight like a retard. You know, like whatever your spirit, when you summon other people who are NPCs and they fight like retards, sometimes the boss you fight is in retard mode. So, was the fire giant in retard mode, or did you kill him honestly? Fuck! I thought I killed you, dude. You pulled on. Oh, I don't think I was here before, not with this character, because there's still treasure here. Ooh, Talisman of Lord's Bestowal. That's very descriptive. There are talisman and potions and stuff like that that do things like they raise your focus, your resistance, whatever. I don't care. Not only will I not use those things, I won't look it up. I have to draw the line somewhere. Like, of all the Souls games, this is the worst. Because you pick up... Like, let me give you an example. Like, you pick up these things like invigorating cured meat. Like, that's great. Can't wait to make a shish kebab. What happened to, like, healing potion +1? Or whatever. I don't mean to complain. I'm not in an aggravated mood. Thanks to Tampex. Alright, can I backstab this guy? This is gonna be a good test. What a fool. I think he's overcompensating. Look how big his weapon is. He's not the only one. I didn't mean to make that much noise. Oh, look at the skies, man. Stupid. I told him to stop it. He didn't stop it. Does me panicking. So wait, I'm not ready yet. Did I say go? Okay, I have to get a beer. Actually, I have to get back to my preparations for my radio show tomorrow. It's very hard hosting a radio show and falling asleep during the show. It's like grounds for termination. Oh, thanks, Jack. I might switch to my Twitch stream. I have not listened to No Cure, Decapitron. Please give me a moment. I have to collect my beer. shit. Which way did I go? Let me take this seriously. I don't know why I find that funny. That must suck getting killed like that. Okay, I don't need to fight everything in there. Just go in here. And remember the humiliation. Go away. I don't mind doing that again. I think I'm just not going to sleep tonight. I remember when I was a kid, one of the teachers went to England for a year and came back with a British accent. Oh, that's not British. And I was like 7 or 8 years old, thinking, oh, really? That's what happens? Like, if you go to England, you'll talk like them? You'll talk gay? And I think only weak-minded people... Well, I shouldn't say it. Let me take that back. That's the primitive, like, instant reaction. And then, when I thought about it, like, no, that's not the case. I wonder why some people do that. Because even King Diamond, when he moved to Shitland, he started pronouncing his R's. Where before, his accent was... Although it was Danish, some R's were silent, for lack of a better word. And I thought, like, please, let me not hear him. If you're not familiar with King Diamond, he's a vocalist of King Diamond, but he's also a vocalist of Merciful Fate. And I remember when he had his first concept album as King Diamond for the King Diamond Band. I thought, okay, there are characters in a story, it's a concept album, so he's talk singing. Like, dude, I'm not buying your stuff to listen to new wave, because, some new wave vocalists, like, in the Cars, they don't sing, they talk sing. That is something you can't tell. Like, there's certain artists you can tell them, like, what? Not to be a dick, but so you don't have to worry about telling me stuff like that. I'll just laugh at you. But I guess with King, you can't tell him, like, dude, stop making concept albums. People want to hear you sing, not talk like in a character. But my worry was, because he sings on the King Diamond albums, that he'll talk in a Texan accent. That's all I was trying to say. So I guess while he picked up, the hard R, where before he had the silent R, I wouldn't say that he's weak-minded. But then, I didn't know anything about... What I'm trying to say is Madonna went to England and then came back with an English accent. I don't know. I've never heard her. But I heard that people were ridiculing her. And then I think it was on Saturday Night Live where someone played Madonna. And Madonna was speaking in an English accent. And someone told her, like, why are you talking like that? You've only been there 1 week. I guess the reason why I picked all this up is, like, I was looking at David Bowie interviews on YouTube. So, if you click on anything on YouTube, like, how to have sex with a child, then you get more videos on how... I'm joking, by the way, about that. But whatever you click on, there'll be suggested videos that are similar to what you just watched. So I've just been inundated with David Bowie interviews, which I'm enjoying, by the way, because I didn't see them when they were live on these boring talk shows. But he's not boring. David Bowie's not boring, because then he would be called David Boring, not David Bowie. Anyway, one of the interviews asked him when he was in America for a while, like, oh, you haven't picked up the accent. I don't think he talked like that. I don't know where that came from, but... But I thought it was weird. It was like a reversal, because when I was a kid, there was a teacher who came back with a British accent, and I was just thinking about that, and then David Bowie's asked, like, oh, you didn't pick up the American accent yet. Like, technically, there's not one British accent, and there's not one American accent. I'm just glad that I don't have a so-called New Jersey accent. Alright, time to get serious. Like, do you really want to see me get killed the 10th time in a row by the same person? I have to stab him in the ass. If you want to put someone out of his misery, just stab him in the ass. I'm sorry. If I want to put someone out of my misery, I stab him in the ass. Alright, with this... I have to dispatch this one guy. Like, there are just too many people trying to get involved in this fight. So let me get rid of this guy first. I wanted to stab him in the ass, but he just... Fuck! Stop it! This guy's making me look stupid. I'm cannibalizing myself. I should stop doing that. Well, I solved that problem. climbing a ladder. The amount of ladder tragedies I've suffered throughout life. Oh, I don't think he's welcoming. But this asshole over here, big tough guy with the bow. Don't chase me, dude. I handled it. I panicked a little bit. Acted like a girl. But ultimately, I won. I'll drink to that. Very good. Okay. I feel like I made some progress. Ooh, should I go down there? I was down there. Man, I was down there and I didn't get that. Pretty disappointed. Oh, I know what I just did. Holy proof pickled liver. Don't care what it does. You'd think they'd call it something that would indicate... I'm not going to finish the sentence. How much money do I have? I have $118,000. Okay. I have to be careful. Man, I didn't one-shot a little guy like that. And that was a heavy attack. Alright, what's going on? Why are they so strong? Or why am I so wimpy? Oh, I think I know what's going on. So over here I have to unlock a shortcut, I believe. Took a lot of work. This might be stupid, but I'm resetting so I have more healing potions. I have to fight all these people. I've never seen that before. still have more healing potions than I had before. That was a burp without the vulgar sound of a burp. I think in about 5 minutes or less, I'm going to log off here and log onto Twitch. Just to let people know I'm still alive. It bothers me that a full hit in the face doesn't kill a little guy like that. How am I supposed to kill a boss with this weapon? Plus, I want to find a dragon. That's scary. Wait, is there other stuff I could do? So I think there's another treasure around here. Right there. Man, you better be worth it. That's pretty good. I'd say that was worth the risk. Oh, look at this beautiful painting. Oh, Vlad, I defeated a dragon earlier. I'm not sure if I should be here. This might not be cool. Oh, wait. It allows me to have a little beer break. Vlad, are you sure you can't go to the 70 tons of metal? I'll rest here just to get my potions. I wonder... Furnace Visage tells me nothing. I've never been in there. There's a way to get in there, but I'm not gonna do it. I played this game 10,000 times. I still forget. I've got more important things to keep in this. Wait, is that a treasure? No, it is not. I have to try to be alive because I do have a lot of money. Maybe I should not notice how much money I have so that if I lose it, I'm not going to be upset. Oh, it's a good thing I look down. Don't like that. I shall have to conduct some combat here. I hate these things. What a well-camouflaged douchebag you were. Oh, he's not dead. Man, I have to waste my stuff on him. Am I poisoned? No. I just need a little beer break. Okay, those things I'm fighting, by themselves, not a problem. But when they swarm, get it? They're flies and they swarm. That's a problem. Decapitron, I could not read the entire comment. Trying to find it. I read about if someone no alright, dickhead over here. Wow, there's two of them. I wonder if there are three of them. Am I meant to go this way? You know, I was thinking about things like I am going to re-edit Ant Farm Dickhole. Now do the pumpkin. Forgot what else. But then I thought, these are movies that I can remake as well. Somehow, I don't think that the remake of Ant Farm Dickhole would be better than the original. On a technical level, yes, it would be. But there were a lot of happy accidents during the filming of the movie. I'm not sure if I should go down here. least you're... Also, when I re-edit Ant Farm Dickhole, I think I would leave it in the 4:3 ratio instead of widescreen. Which is weird because now cameras have something called open gate, where you film them, like instead of widescreen, you film like this, and that way you can crop. Like, so if you were in a hurry, like, oh, the eye lines don't match, you can do this without losing any information. But I think IMAX is in like a more of a square ratio than a widescreen, right? I never really noticed because whenever I go see a movie, I get as trashed as I possibly can. It helps. It helps to relax me. But on a more serious note, I'm not a good student of film because every time I watch something with the intention of just studying it, like within within minutes, I lose sense of self and I am the movie. Like, I remember I was trying to do that with Lord of the Rings, thinking like, why does the camera always move? Let me study this. All of a sudden, like, I'm not studying and I'm watching the movie. Ooh, who did that? I should touch this fire and then go back up. Because it seems that I have two choices. That way or that way. Ooh. I've almost got $200,000. I have to keep that in mind. Let me see if I have soul packets. $22,000. Okay, that's not really that much. Anything over here worth my time? Ooh, I could go down here. Alright, let me put a beacon here. So I know. Oh! Why? Why? Kill me. I don't see the beacon. Oh God, please. I can't believe I said God. The second time was my fault. I drank a potion instead of touching the map. If you must know why I exclaimed, that's why I exclaimed. Okay, there we go. That lets me know that for now I'm making this choice. I might want to make the other choice. Anybody gonna attack me? This game does create some tension. remember asking Peter Steele why he made a cover of Summer Breeze. And he said that it was a song that reminded him of a time when he felt secure. I don't know if that's the word he used. But yeah, life is not always that way. At a certain point, nothing is certain. Shelter, food. I, however, do not share his nostalgia for that song, because I remember whenever that came on the radio, because, as a kid I didn't have a cassette player or anything like that. It's like, oh man, I've got to suffer through this terrible song. But there have been songs that I listened on AM radio as a child that I just saw like, I can't wait for this to end. Can't wait for a good song to come on. But even those bad songs now, I inherited a collection of CDs. Some music styles I don't like. But there's a big difference between listening to a song as a kid on the radio, like a transistor radio, and then hearing it now with $300 headphones. It's like, wow, this song's good. I didn't think that as a kid, but I was like, wow, this is good. Oh, I hate this guy. Ooh. That was my fault. 100% my fault. I can't blame the game for that one. Ooh. Nothing's worse than expecting, like, I just killed him. Like, no, I didn't. Well, yeah, Decapitron, I don't want people to think that you should watch this to learn how to play the game well. Oh, I thought he was alive. I'm not finished drinking yet. I died around here somewhere, right? Oh, down there. Oh, I don't know if I want to look at my body. It's not my body, it's just the souls I missed. Okay, let me prepare for this fight. Give myself a little bit of an edge. What is this douchebag? I felt like that was cheating. But how else am I gonna kill him? I've got $217,000. Better not get killed, which is easy to do here. Because like I said, these fly things are not bad by themselves, but in a group they're very troublesome. Wow, this doesn't have this does not have range. And this guy's vomiting on me. What the fuck? It's not nice. Oh, he's alive. That was a little scary. Do I go? I guess I have to go down there, right? Or I can go up here. Man, no, I'm not going to remember my choice. Village of Fly. Ooh, this might be terrible. An entire village of them. Or maybe if I fight them one at a time. Is that possible? One. I don't know about this. This might not be worth the risk. Got a lot of money to lose. This is a trap. What do you think? They're very well camouflaged too. It's kind of scary. Just that I know that there are probably more flies here waiting to kill me. This can't be all there is. Probably a trap. There's an asshole up there. But maybe kill this fly right here. And this one. Oop. Oh boy. I'm in trouble. That was a spell, right? Yeah, now that guy's mad at me. Oh, he's not super duper. I thought he was super duper. I might have imbibed the wrong potion. But there's another guy over there. I just want treasure, and then I'll leave. Man-fly ash. I don't want man-fly ashes. Let's take a look here. Is this giving me the option of going down there? Can it be? Just taking a look. Oh, I can't go down here. Oh, never mind. I'm stupid. I hope you don't think I'm good at this game. I don't know why I did that. Right, the smartest thing for me to do is level up, because I think I can. I think I can. I need to get to a fireplace. Can you believe it? I might need to have another beer. This might be bad going down here. $272,000 if I die here. That's how much I will lose. I have to not be stupid, which is not easy. See, he could have killed me or pushed me off. I have to be very careful. That's a lot of money to lose. Very nerve-wracking. Anything down there? Just waiting to attack me. Ah, this is tense, very tense. I'm stuck in the geometry. Man, this is tense. See, one or two of them is fine. Anything more is very risky. That was a trap. See, now I have enough to level up, and it would be sad to lose all this money right before I find a bonfire. But the problem is, well, now the problem is, how do I get down here? That makes me think there's a dungeon around here. Alright, leap of faith. Alright, there is a dungeon around here because these statues point to where there's a dungeon. Just have to fight a bunch of shitty people before I get there. And I could probably level up when I get to the dungeon too. It would suck to die right before I go into the dungeon. That would not be cool. You'd probably find it funny, but I would not find it funny. Wow. I'm glad I chose this path. There's a dungeon. Does require another beer though. Dark Light Catacombs. Oh, I think I know what this is. This is gonna be rough. Go up in strength. I don't know why. That didn't do much. Holy crap. How about dexterity? Alright, strength it is. Please, wait, let me see. Some of these dungeons sometimes have a secret area. Is this bottomless? Yeah, it's bottomless, okay. Okay. I'm going to get another beer. Eventually, I'm going to get another beer. I think I'm going to get another beer. What am I looking for? There's a thing that I put over the camera. Very good at word choices tonight. There's a thing that I have to put over the camera. Where did I put it? Man, somebody won the lottery in Florida. That's supposed to be me. How am I going to make movies now? I didn't win the lottery. Why? Why can I not find this? Oh, found it. I'll be back in a jiffy. Today's show has been sponsored by Pauliner Hefeweizen. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Alright, let me summon some help. Oh, wait. Did I level up? I think I leveled up. Seemed like a year ago. What time is it? Holy crap. Alright, I think I'm going to switch to my Twitch. Let me give you the address. With the link, I'm giving you the link. There we go. Alright, until next time, I'm sorry that I took a couple of minutes to get on, only to just say bye. But you could say hi on Twitch.